Dear customers, thank you very much for joining us in a new online video training. Today we are going to perform an eye contour protocol. All of you know that nowadays it's more than ever very important to use the face mask. So all the area around the eyes is an area that we have to treat and to perform a strong and intense protocols or very specific for this area. So now we are going to teach you one of the protocols that we consider maybe you can deliver in your premises. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Leticia Pardo and I'm the training manager of a skin clinic. And today is with me my colleague Silvia, who is esthetician.
Hello.
So first, before we start with the protocol for the eye contour, we are going to sanitize our hands due to the COVID, and just let you know, all is being already disinfected as the protocol says. Okay, so after that, we are going to first analyze the skin of our customer. So, Silvia, what can you tell us about her skin?
A ver, primero lo que vemos es un orbicular donde hay una gran falta de elasticidad.
We have an area around the eye that there is a lack of density.
La piel es muy fina.
It's very thin skin.
El párpado cae sobre el párpado inferior.
There's quite a lot of flaccidity as well, especially on top of the eye.
Tenemos una ojera acentuada.
There is a strong dark circle under the eye.
Y empieza a manifestar un poquito de bolsa.
And we have a little bit of puffiness as well.
Entonces el tratamiento que vamos a hacer es un tratamiento a 360 grados.
So we are going to perform a 360 degrees treatment for all the eye contour. We are going to treat the puffiness, we are going to treat the dark circles, and as well all the side effects around the area like the crow's feet and expression lines. So after the face check, we are going to start with the protocol. First of all, we have to perform a cleansing procedure. For that step, we are going to use our periocular cleansing gel that is specific for the eyes and the eyelashes. We are going to put a little bit on each eye, always with a cotton pad. And remember that we have to use one cotton pad per eye to avoid any cross-infection. So we just dump 2 cotton pads, we apply a little bit of periocular cleansing gel, and we start to remove all the dust, all the impurities, even the makeup that we might have not only on the eyelashes, around the eye even. So we always have to remove it from the roots to the tips of the eyelashes with that movement. Periocular cleansing gel is a very good cleansing gel for the eye because it contains tegobetaine, that is an active ingredient that is going to clean and to remove all the dust and impurities, and at the same time contains active ingredients to calm and to get a comfort into the skin. So after that, we are going to perform a cleansing procedure as well all over the face, because apart from the fact that we are going to treat only the contour eyes, we have to make sure we clean all the face. For that purpose, we are going to use sensitive cleanser. This sensitive cleanser is into our cleansing range cosmetics, and it's very good for dry skin and even for sensitive skin. So for those skins that even with rosacea or cuperosis, we can use it, really. The milk texture is very good, and we are going to remove not only all the dust and impurities, and we are going to provide a calming effect. That's thanks to the active ingredients that contains like chamomile, sweet almond oil or oat, and aloe vera as well. We perform a gentle massage to make sure we take off all the impurities and we remove all the dust, especially the makeup, and we give a gentle massage. Fantastic. Good. Good. Always in circles to make sure we take off all the impurities and the makeup. So after that, remember that you always can remove this sensitive cleanser either with just a cotton pad, a dry cotton pad, or you can use it a wet pad. Okay, fantastic. with a tissue that is already wet, so we just remove it with the wet pad. Fantastic. Good. So it's very important this step to make sure the face is very clean. Okay? Just let you know that all the steps that we are going to perform are specifically for the eye contour, but if you would like to extend the protocols or the products to the rest of the face, you can do it, because we are doing the protocol only for the face, but if you would like to give more value to your customers and you would like to perform it all over the face, it's up to you, really. So after that, we are going to do a nice exfoliation all over the face with a gel scrub silice and facial cream mask with 2 items. Fantastic. So what we have to do is mix it in a bowl, just a little bit of scrub silice and facial cream mask, like Sylvia is doing now. Okay? So, and also sometimes you tell us that it's very difficult to remove the scrub silice. Maybe that's because you have applied too much. With just a little bit is enough. Okay? So we mix it, fantastic, all in one bowl, and we perform a nice massage around 2-3 minutes more or less. With the calcium that contains the scrub, we are going to remove all the dead cells, and also with the facial cream mask, we are going to the impact of that scrub is not going to be damaging too much the skin. So we are going to provide a calming effect at the same time, because our facial cream mask contains all natural active ingredients that are going to hydrate the skin, nourishment and calming effect. So we are going to combine and balance both actions, the scrub and the hydration, nourishment and calming effect. As you can see, Sylvia is applying all over the face, and now we can perform like 2-3 minutes more or less a nice massage. That's up to you, really, depends on the skin type that we have, because if we would like to extend this step, you can do it. If you would like to do it shorter, you can do it. It's up to you, really. Okay? Sometimes you ask us as well, how do we remove the scrub? So always do it with a wet wipe, okay? Because sometimes it's a little bit difficult, and it's either because you have applied too much scrub or because you are doing it with a dry wipe. So always wet wipe, and sometimes you have to do it twice, okay? Sometimes with only once is not enough, you have to do it twice. You do a circles massage, fantastic, Sylvia, great. And we are removing all the dead cells, and we are preparing the skin for the next steps, especially the ones to treat the crow's feet, the expression lines, the puffiness, and the dark circles, okay? Sometimes, if you would like, you can apply a little bit of a spray of water. You apply a little bit of water, and we do a better massage. So now we are going to remove the scrub and the facial cream mask with wet wipe, as Sylvia is doing it now. Fantastic. So I think meanwhile it's fantastic. You are doing the removing all the excess of the facial cream mask. I might tell you 2 items that you can recommend for home use between each season. One is our eye contour emulsion, and the other one is melanic eyes. Many times you ask us which one is the difference between one and the other. Melanic eyes is more indicated for very, very dark under eyes, and also under the circles under the eyes, and sometimes if you have got blemishes around the area or very close to the eye. Okay, but if you would like just to treat the signs of the photoaging sign effects, the crow's feet, the puffiness, and the dark circles, you can use our eye contour emulsion day and night, all over the eye. Okay, and then you add the rest of your home use protocols, like your serum, your day cream, or your night cream. So now, before we apply the lactic cleansing solution, we are going to apply a skin cover. As all of you know, a skin cover is a silicone barrier that is going to protect the areas where we don't want to produce any or to perform any damage on the skin, because maybe it's the nostrils, or maybe it's around the lips, or maybe we have a micro blinding on the eyebrows, because it's an area where we don't want to perform the dermal renovation process. As you see, Silvia is applying on the lips as well. It's very important to protect the areas. So meanwhile she is applying the skin cover and the lactic cleansing solution, I'm going to explain you a few tips about the skin cover or where you can use it. For instance, it's very good for those areas or people that live in under extreme temperature conditions, because maybe outside it's very cold and then you go into a house or into any store and it's very hot and warm. So these changes of temperature may usually dehydrate the skin. So how do we keep and how do we maintain the hydration of the skin? Easily. What we have to do is apply our Rosani cream or restoring cream, and when it's absorbed on the areas like the cheeks, we apply a little bit of a skin cover. That's very good to prevent any dehydration of the skin. As Silvia is applying the lactic cleansing solution, remember that for the eye contour we are going only to leave it for 1 or 2 minutes, okay? If you would like to perform the lactic cleansing solution all over the face, because you would like to add more value to your customer, you have to leave it on the face, not on the eye contour, on the face between 5 to 10 minutes, depending on the skin type. We leave it under your consideration, okay? So in this case, we are applying as well on the neck and on the décolleté area. Fantastic. Also, another option, you can use the skin cover if you like hiking, for instance. What you have to do is apply all over the feet, and then you apply your socks on and your trainers, and you will avoid any blisters, further blisters. Also, if you provide tattoo service or microblending, the service in your cabin or in your spa, what you can do is, after you have performed it, to protect the eyebrows or protect the tattoo with skin cover for the next 7 to 10 days, or maybe up to the next session or the next appointment that you have with your customer. That's another good option. Or even for people that likes running. Sometimes because they sweat, they get a bit of soreness under the arm. So what you have to do is, before you go running, you apply on the arm, so when at the time you are rubbing it, you don't get it, so it's all protected. So now, when the time is over, we are going to remove the lactic cleansing solution. We have to apply always additional solution all over the face, and we can do it as well with a wet cotton pad. Okay, so now we make sure all is being removed. We always recommend to use our additional solution because it's the best way to make sure we remove all the acid on the skin, especially if we are going to perform technology in any further steps. So I think it's something very important. And I always like to stop and emphasize this step because it's something very, very important. Okay? Good. So now it's all been removed, and we go to the next step. That is the proper technology. I think, Silvia, you need to apply a little bit more of additional solution. Yes. Always, before you apply the additional, protect the eyes with a cotton pad, okay? Or with your hands, like Silvia is doing now, okay? Great. And always a wet wipe, okay? Fantastic. And if you need to do it like twice or 3 times, it's okay. It's very important to remove it. Good. Fantastic. We make sure we remove all the acid on the surface of the skin, especially around the nose and the eye contour. So after we have removed all the lactic cleansing solution, next step is very important, apply a toner, a facial toner, like Silvia is showing now to the video. Fantastic. So what we are going to get with this facial toner is something very important. We are going to increase the pH of the skin. As we have provided a dermal renovation solution, it's been, it's a little bit low, so now we have to increase it. We apply it with a cotton pad and in touches. We touch all the face. So we make sure now the skin is soft and toned for the next steps. Good. Fantastic. Remember that our facial toner is not only a cabin product, you can recommend it for home use as well. For normal skin or dry skin or very dry skin or even mature skin. Fantastic, Silvia. So if you want, we can go to the next step. Fantastic. So now we are going to perform the proper treatment for the eye contour. In that case, we are going to choose, we have selected 2 products of our range, our portfolio. One is the ice peptide and the other one is the routine coumarin, like Silvia is showing us. Fantastic. Why we have selected these 2 items? Very important. First, because eye peptide is one of our vials specifically to treat all the side effects around the eyes, the puffiness and the dark circles. And also, many of you, to add more value to you guys, really, we have considered to add routine coumarin ampoule. Why? Because that contains a draining effect. So for that people with a strong puffiness underneath the eye and darkness and all the crow's feet and the expression lines quite significant, we are going to get more cosmetic benefits. How we are going to do? So like you are looking now to Silvia, she is introducing a whole ampoule in a syringe, and now the whole ampoule of routine coumarin, we are going to introduce it in 1 vial of eye peptide. So thanks to that, we are going to add more value to the product, because with the eye peptide, we are going to treat all the side effects with the vitamin C, the hyaluronic acid, the organic silicone, and the peptides that already contains. We are going to add more draining effect thanks to the routine coumarin. And with this mixture, you have for at least 2-3 people, really. So because you don't need to use it all in one customer. Okay, we are going to use around 1 milliliter or 2 milliliters per eye, and in this case we are going to do manually. Okay, we are not going to perform it with any technology. But if you consider to apply it and get more benefits, if you would like technology, it's up to you, really. You decide which equipment you would like to use, or the procedure or the intensity, whatever you use. Okay. So now we are going to do a massage around the eye for around 1 minute or 2 minutes. And if you would like, for instance, to use radiofrequency cream and to provide the radiofrequency equipment, is a good option, really, because you can do it. Now we are doing a manual massage. Fantastic. Good. So like I say, if you would like technology, now is the step. And you would like very great results with radiofrequency, applying on top of the vial of our mixture of the vial and the ampoule a little bit of radiofrequency cream, okay? And then you perform the equipment with the equipment, okay? Fantastic, good. I think, yeah, fantastic. So just remember to consider another home use products that you can combine with the eye contour and with the melanic eyes, depending on the amount of darkness that they have got underneath the eye, because you can, or blemishes, because that's the case for melanic. If you would like just a whole treatment of the crow's feet, darkness and puffiness, is our eye contour emulsion. Maybe you are considering as well to treat the whole face. So remember that we have, for instance, active plus day and active plus night. This is a really good combination for dry and very dry skin that you can apply all over the face. So the one is for day and night. So with this, we are going to improve all the benefits into the skin. We are going to treat all the wrinkles, the expression lines, the flaccidity, antioxidants. So it's a global treatment, and it's very specifically for mature and dry and very dry skin. We can combine these two with Restful Night and Restful Day. These two serums are very good for the treatment. To be honest with you, I really like these two, Restful Day and Restful Night, because are two serums very significant, because we are treating the global signs effects of the whole face in only one step, because contains 3 kinds of hyaluronic acid, contains active ingredients for firming effect. For instance, the Restful Day contains DMAE and Restful Night contains organic silicone. Restful Day as well is going to give us a lot of brightness because contains vitamin C. But don't forget the fact that Restful Night contains retinol, so you cannot apply a cream afterwards with retinol. Okay, but we have another option like our restoring cream or our regeneration anti-wrinkles cream. Fantastic. We perform the massage around the eye contour because that's something that we have to do. Also, I always like to explain how do we apply the eye contour. Always you have to do it in touches, like Sylvia is doing it now, and always from outside to inside, and at the same time inside out, because that's the best way to remove the puffiness, to increase the draining effect, so we reduce that puffiness, we treat the dark circles, and at the same time all the crow's feet and expression lines around the eye. So now we have performed the proper treatment of all the expression lines and all the problems that we can have around the eye. So now it's time to recover the skin. So we are going to do a mixture of ferulast and Yalucose. Remember that if you have applied a technology with microneedle, you cannot apply restoring cream. You always have to use Yalucose and ferulast. Okay? In that case, considering that you might have used microneedle technology, we are going to do the mixture of ferulast and Yalucose. Yalucose contains a medium molecular weight of hyaluronic acid, so we are going to hydrate the skin, we are going to redensify the skin. And at the same time, ferulast contains a high amount of antioxidant active ingredients, so we are going to treat all the area, all the free radicals, and we are going to prevent more damage on the skin. So, and at the same time, we are going to increase the time, decrease the time of dermal renovation. Fantastic. In this case, we are going to apply all over the face, but if you consider to apply only around the eye contour because you are just performing on that area, it's up to you. But to get more value and to teach you that you can use it all over the face, we are going to do it. For how long do we leave it? How long we leave it for? So I would say depends on the time, the amount of time that you would like to be with your customer, but maybe between 10 to 15 minutes, really. You can perform a massage or not. It's up to you, really, whatever you want. Okay, so in some spas or in some centers, they take this opportunity to provide a lovely massage to make sure our client is comfort and is having a nice experience. But as I have said, that's really up to you. Now we are going to perform a massage, and after that 10-15 minutes, sometimes we get people that is all being absorbed, so you do not need to remove the excess of the product. But maybe we have got a customer that is not being absorbed. So what you have to do is remove it with a wet wipe or a dry wipe. It's up to you. But you have to remove the excess of the product. Okay? Good. We leave it for 10-15 minutes, more or less. Remember that ferulast is one of our global serums to treat all the side effects, the photoaging, flaccidity. It's going to give us brightness, but it's a really good product for to use into the cabin every time we want to recover the skin. Okay, so that's why we have add now into the value. But remember, never apply restoring cream if you have applied a technology that makes a damage onto the skin or a strong damage like a very injury. Okay, fantastic. So after that massage, we can go to the final step. Like in that case, will be a nice massage all around the eye with the eye contour emulsion. Why? Because we are treating all the eye contour. Fantastic.
Podemos decir, Leticia,
Yes.
Que en este caso estamos haciendo una mascarilla con una crema o masaje con hialucos, que se puede aplicar como mascarilla, pero que si quieren potenciar, sobre todo una mascarilla alrededor del contorno de ojos, si conocen la máscara de alginatos junto con aloe vera, pueden ponerla porque va a refrescar, va a calmar, va a vaciar por el efecto drenante que hemos puesto anteriormente toda la zona de contorno de ojos para mejorar.
That's a really good idea, Silvia. Silvia is indicating that if you would like to add more value to your client in that step, in that specifically moment, you can apply an alginate powder mask either on top of the eye, if you are just treating the contour eye, or if you would like to add it to all over the face, you can do it. Why? Because we are going to improve all the benefits, because we are going to make an occlusive effect, so we are going to make sure the hydration, we are going to smooth the skin, we are going to make a nourishment, so we are going to get much more benefits, really.
O también, si tienen algún tipo de aparato, de tecnología que de frío es importante, o unos parches con frío, pueden aplicar, pero sobre todo por el sentido de las proteínas que hemos aplicado tanto con el hialucos como con el lipeptide. Van a mejorar y van a fijar toda esa proteína en piel.
Also, if in your premises, in your cabin, you have got any technology able to provide cold effect, that's a really good option, because after the peptides, like our eye peptides, as contains peptides, we are going to increase the benefits. So if we apply like a cold eye patch, or if you have got a technology able to provide that cold effect, that would be great, really.
Y además lo que estoy haciendo es todo un masaje circulatorio y drenante, porque es en este momento lo que nos interesa por el tipo de tratamiento que estamos haciendo.
In this moment, it's very important to give to our customer a draining massage and to provide a massage able to get more blood circulation into the area, so we will get more benefits. Fantastic. Good. That's really good. Okay, so now is the time, Silvia. So I think we should go to the next step, as I have said before, is now the performing with the eye contour emulsion.
Voy a retirar un poquito de exceso.
Oh, do we have excess of product?
Del
okay.
contorno.
Silvia is indicating us that she has got a little bit of excess of product on the surface of the skin, especially around the eye, so she has removed it right now with a wet cotton. So now, yes, finally we are going to apply the emulsion contour eye. Why? Because obviously we are applying a specifically treatment for the area, so it's like the final touch. So with this, we are going to give that specifically moment and treatment for the eye contour. Good. We rub it all over around the eye, on top of it, at the crow's feet and underneath the eyes. Fantastic. At the puffiness and the dark circles, to make sure we drain all the area and we get great results. We apply always in touches, and as I have said before, always from inside out and from outside inside. That's the best way to treat the puffiness and dark circles, and as well the sinus effects. So after that, as a final step, we apply a little bit of sun protection factor. In this case, we have selected our SIL 100 SPF 50+, because it contains collagen and hyaluronic acid. So as we are performing like an anti-aging protocol only around the eye, but sometimes we have performed it as all over the face, so we have considered is the best option. So we apply it touching the skin, and then we rub it. Good. To make sure it's all over. You could use Sunlux SPF 50+ if you have got a more oily skin, because that's for oil is oil-free sun protection factor, and that's it. But we have to apply that one. Remember that we have got in color as well, if you would like to apply like a little bit of makeup touch. Great. And now what we can do is we can focus the camera to check exactly how it's been how is the skin right now, and especially the area around the eyes. So if you could move the face and we can see perfectly. So what do you see, Silvia? What would you say?
Muy bien a lo que es todo lo que es el tono de la ojera, ha aclarado bastante la ojera, ha ayudado a que el párpado sí que es verdad que ha levantado mucho mejor.
There is a lifting periocular effect that we can check,
Exacto.
and at the same time we can see how it's been unified the tone of the dark circles.
Faltaría más de trabajar toda la parte de la bolsa porque está más inflamada, pero también ha drenado. En dentro de un 10-15 minutos seguramente estará más drenada toda esa zona.
The puffiness is being removed, so we can see like it's been decreasing the amount of puffiness that we had from the beginning.
No sé si has dicho, Leticia, el ciclo de tratamientos.
No, I haven't said how many times you could perform this in your spa or in your cabin. So we could consider at least a minimum of 5 sessions. At least is a minimum.
Uno por semana.
Depends on really what do you really check and the amount of dark circles and puffiness and the skin type really. But I would say a minimum between 3 to 5 at least to consider at least a good benefits.
Pueden hacer uno o dos, o uno por semana o uno cada 15 días. La diferencia va a estar en añadir o no el ácido láctico.
Yes.
Si hacen ácido láctico, uno cada 15 días. Si no hacen láctico, solo con el scrub, pueden hacer perfectamente uno por semana.
We can perform this protocol once a week or twice a week, once a week or every 2 weeks, depending on if we add the lactic cleansing solution or not. If you would like to add it, you have to leave it at least 2 weeks. If you are not going to use the lactic cleansing solution, you can use it or you can perform it once a week, really. But as I always say, depends on the skin type and the intensity of the protocol that you are performing, really. So, would you like to add something else?
Sí. Otra cosa es que este tratamiento se puede hacer individual solamente para trabajar contorno de ojos, no sé si lo has dicho, o pueden adaptarlo al conjunto de sus tratamientos faciales. Entonces hacen un tratamiento, podemos hablar que a 360 grados, porque no solamente trabajan el rostro, sino que además también hacen hincapié sobre la zona del contorno de ojos.
Yes. Silvia is indicating that you can perform this protocol not only the eyes. If you would like to add more value, you can consider to extend the protocol and to treat the whole face. But we really give you the chance to select if you would like to perform only in the eye contour or if you would like to treat the whole face. That's up to you. But you can perform it, or you can use exactly the same steps if you would like to perform it all over the face. So with this, we have finished our protocol for the eye contour. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you really deliver this protocol in your premises. Silvia, would you like to say something?
Pues nada, que estamos encantadas de acompañarles en su trabajo diario y que espero que les guste todo lo que les ofrecemos.
So from the Skin Clinic family, I would like to say thank you very much for joining us today, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you. Cheers, bye.
Thank you, bye.